What's going on, comic book people? It's Jimmy C, and I'm back. I actually started picking up some books again. I tell you, it's like the stock market and everything. All things are cyclical. I knew like I fell out of favor by collecting Die Hard, and I started just picking up a couple books flea market and a comic shop. So it's funny. This happened when and I just watched Reaper had a great video just about why you collect and why you know. Hey, you don't have to give anyone an account. You collect because you love something, and it's just something you do, and everyone's got a different reason. But let's kick it off. I went to a flea market for 4th of July, picked up these 11 books. So, without further ado, I'm collecting, just picking up some cool Goblin covers. You know me, I love my art. You know, I collect, I try to collect covers of Goblin. So, I said, why not start collecting some comics just because I like them and no other reason. You know, it blows your mind, but, you know, I've been buying and flipping and selling and so much. It's nice to just go back to the roots and just buy them just because you enjoy them. You like the cover or you like the story or whatever. So those two, grabbed Goblin. I grabbed a nice reader copy. This was one of the first covers I ever bought. Got a J. Scott Campbell cover. I don't like J. Scott Campbell, but people do. Snagged this, I believe, First Flash Thompson. I had it before, and I didn't even realize, and I sold it a while ago. And now I grabbed one. I found another one. This is Scotty Young cover. I'm not a big Scotty Young fan either, but I haven't seen this. I've seen it maybe once. I forgot it even existed. I guess this is Dead. First full Dead Hit Monkey. Issue 19 is his real full first appearance. I guess this is his second appearance. Scratch that. Wolverine Max. Got a nice Jay Lee cover. Wolverine. I remember this cover went big money. This is a Jay Lee cover I would love to own. It reminds me of, you know, he's like it's like the Lincoln Memorial, but it's Osborn. He's got White Queen above him. And last but not least, just a variant cover, X-Force. So I got those 11 books. I paid $7. I could have got them even cheaper, but I'm rusty. I didn't get the Jimmy C price. he wanted $1 a piece, so I said, you know what, let me just pay him. I said, what can I offer him where he'll just say yes without, like, going back and forth. If you see my nice background, got a little Bob Hope action. My mother gave it to me, so I threw it on eBay. Bob Hope's Greatest Hits. Go figure. So where else did I go? I went to... I was in Yonkers, you know, I'm running around my job. I'm in Bronx and Queens and Yonkers. So I went into this place. I've been here before. It's called the Spider's Web. It's a nice little shop. It's actually right near the casino up there. I don't know what it's called. I've never been in. I just passed by it in Yonkers. They have a tremendous selection of hardcovers and trade paperbacks. They have all the new comics, but their back issues, they have no silver and no bronze. Like a handful of things at most. And that's really what I want. But the trade paperbacks are full price too. Like, you know, I wanted to pick up a few essentials, but they wanted $20 a pop. And I won't even get into that. But, you know, I usually pay around $5 when I buy them from my dealer friends. So, like, you know, reasonably, I don't know them. I'd pay $8 to $10. But they wanted full price, so I said, screw it. Anyway, I was just going through their, like, their back issues, but they're, like, back issues from, like, the last 5-8 years. So, as you guys know, I just picked up this cover for my last video. So they had 2 nice copies, and I grabbed this. Oh, I would love to grab this cover. It was sold on Heritage. I don't even know who owns it. So most of their books are $2 to $4. Their back issue hauls, so these didn't have stickers on it. So I went to them. I said, hey, how much for these? There's no stickers. Thinking in my head $2 to $4. He's like, oh, cover price, which it's like, it's $3.99. They're all $3.99. I'm like, oh, no way. So I said, you know, listen, they're just worthless back issues. How about $5? And he's like, oh, I don't know. So he called the owner. I think it was the owner. So the owner's like, he's like, oh, he wants to pay $5. The owner thought I wanted to pay $5 each for them. He's like, no, cover price. Don't be silly. I said, no. I said, I want to pay $5 total. I said, listen, I just own the cover. They're meaningless back issues. I said, you know, $1 a piece. But I said, you know, if you're interested, I'll give you $5. And And he took it. Like, he was about to eat his ham sandwich. He had a sandwich, and it smelled great. It wasn't a ham sandwich. And, but I liked his delivery. He didn't say, like, give it to him, whatever. He said, oh, yeah, sure, you know, $5, that's fine. Because if he, like, scoffed, like, he was bequeathing me them, like, yeah, whatever, I would have not taken him. I would have said, no, thank you. But he was like, yeah, sure, like, it makes sense. So I like it. The guy's willing to, I know now that guy's willing to play ball for a couple of nonsense books like this. So, like, if they ever get, you know, I'm going to check in there periodically. I'm up there once a month. If they ever have some nice stuff, I could bring some cash and do some good deals. I also found 2 comic shops up by my house in North Jersey, and then another one right at the top of Jersey, about a half hour from my house. This store is awesome. I only popped in over the 4th, but I had the wife and my mother and the baby in the car, so I knew I had about 5 minutes. The guy was so funny because he's like, "Oh, you need help?" I said, "No, I got my wife in the car, so I got about 5 minutes." He goes, "I hope you left the window open." So right there, I know he's a pisser, and he's going to be a fun guy to deal with. But you know what I want to do? I want to have a contest, a welcome back contest for me. Because, like, I got the passion back. I'm starting to buy some comics, you know, random, you know, books, just to buy for fun. So my contest is going to be quick and easy. You know me if you've done my other contests. We had great success with the movies. So I want to, it's 3 questions. I'm going to let it run a month. You know the story. Just, you know, message me in this video so I know you did it. So 3 questions. What's your favorite TV show? You don't have to pick one. Obviously, it's hard. There's so many. If you want to name a few, by all means. Just 1 minimum. No maximum, but don't make the video go on forever. So for me, overall, my top 2, like, rewatchable shows, for me, it's Seinfeld, 2.5 Men, Sopranos, and Honeymooners. Those are just shows, like, if they're ever on, I could watch them. So, like, that alone makes them awesome. But shows that I've watched recently that are really good, The Young Pope is really good. You really got to sit down and watch it. And there's a bunch of others, but I don't want this to run on too long. You get the gist. That's question 1. What's your favorite TV show? You can name one or a couple, whatever. Question 2. What do you think is, in your opinion, what's the stupidest name that a rapper has? A rapper or, like, TV personality? I wanted it to be rapper, but the guy who I was thinking of is actually not a rapper. He's a radio host in New York City on 105. His name is Charlemagne the God. Is that not the stupidest name you've ever heard? You name yourself after, you know, the Lord and Savior. That's not enough. You have to name yourself after, like, the first Holy Roman Emperor, I believe, and the start of the Merovingian line of the dynasty. So for me, that's the stupidest. He's not a rapper, but, you know, you get the picture. What's the stupidest entertainer's name that you believe is, like, the dumbest name ever? You know, there's a million of them, so that'll be a fun question. And last but not least, so I'm big into art and collecting art. You know, it's a passion of mine. It was the segue gateway after comic books. So obviously not everyone's into art, but if what's your favorite splash page or panel page? And I guess you could say why. And if you could show it, show it. Obviously you don't have the original art, but most likely you have the comic of your favorite splash or panel page. And just give, you know, a brief synopsis. You know, don't go crazy. This is not homework. This is meant to be fun. If you just like it because you like it, say, hey, I like the splash page because I like it. Anyway, the prizes are going to be, no, nothing crazy because I think this is something fun and quick. But I'm going to pick a winner. What is it? End of July, so August 1st. So you're going to get an awesome Grundy cover. This old school variant, Wildcats. I don't know, image something or other. Osriel #1. This I don't ever see anywhere. Nightman and Gambit. It's an oddball pairing up. Malibu. Omega Man #1. Get Savage Dragon #1. And last but not least, for those indie fans, Crow #1. Yeah, I know it's not like the most amazing gifts, but, you know, this is just something fun to do. So just make a video, answer those 3 questions. Please like, share, and be subscribed. And that's about it. Jimmy C signing off. Glad that passion's back. And happy to start making some videos and cranking some stuff out. Tomorrow, Garden State. Hope to see a bunch of people there. I'm only going tomorrow. Garden State Comic Con. And I'll see you there. I'll be by Jam Comics' table. That's it. Jimmy C out.